For centuries, artists have used their work to explore and express their identity. Daniela Catto introduces a Milwaukee woman offering a glimpse of her multi-dimensional and colorful life through art.
Not Latina enough or not black enough, like things like that. I know when I was younger, skin color was a thing. Like when I would tell people like I was Cuban.
Anna Marie Edwards is a young Afro-Latina artist, the lead teaching artist for the Environmental Arts Internship Program at Artworks from Milwaukee and the lead photographer at Gaining Visuals.
We focus on black narratives in Milwaukee and like black businesses, entrepreneurs, influencers, and things like that.
Edwards grew up in Alabama, but she's not your average Southern gal.
Different music, like I might listen to like bachata music and then listen to R&B.
Raised by a Cuban mother and a black father.
That stereotypical like loudness was always there, and lots of music. The food was like one of my favorite foods growing up and still now is empanadas. On the other side, on the flip side, so soul food and like collard greens, fried chicken, mac and cheese.
She says she's always been proud of the fusion of both cultures. Though growing up in the South, Edward says she constantly felt like her identity was a show and tell.
I would get in trouble for taking my hair down at school. I would take my hair down a lot and show people like, look, this is what it looks like, you know, like this is what it is.
Now, as an adult, Anna Marie Edwards says as societal expectations continue, she draws inspiration from that, literally.
Being called unprofessional in multiple situations, being asked to like straighten my hair for certain events, or feeling like I had to do that for certain events, or you know, you can't listen to certain music in certain places.
It wasn't until she moved to Milwaukee about 5 years ago that she began to focus on her artwork, which she describes as a direct reflection of her identity and experiences.
When I hit my 20s and I moved to Milwaukee, a lot of that started to matter. So me not being fluent in Spanish or me not knowing certain Cuban foods. In the black community, there is colorism, and like me being more of a light-skinned girl and claiming to be black sometimes is difficult. So when I do wear my hair in certain ways, it's like I get certain looks. But when people learn more about me, they're always like, oh, okay, I get it, like I understand, like it fits.
As a multidisciplinary contemporary artist, she aims to push the envelope.
A lot of people fall in love with Cuban cars, but they don't understand how actually like sad it is, because they really can't get access to newer cars. So they're forced to drive these really old like cars from like 1900s. And it's like they deserve better transportation.
Provoking emotions and deeper feelings through photography, paintings, and mixed media.
I'm transferring old 1950s Newsweek magazines I got from an estate sale. And they were made and printed in the 1950s, so they're like insanely racist. So I'm like blocking certain advertisements, and like creating like mini paintings out of like these blocks.
Edwards says she's constantly educating herself to teach others what might not be taught in schools.
What does it mean to have a hidden identity, and like what does it mean to have a history that is hidden in today's like educational system?
Though some people might not agree with it.
Question, oh, she might spark, you know, too much conversation, or she's too political, or this is too much for this type of audience to bear. So sometimes my art is not admitted into absolutely everything.
Since the age of 12, she remained true to herself, and she hopes to be a role model for other little girls who look like her and see the world through a different lens.
One could never be too proud of who they are and who they come to be. My goal is to empower people to be themselves unapologetically.